methods for the use of numbers. Okay, when we use uh, number, there are certain rules. There are certain rules before using the numbers. So it is used for even in business. Even it's sometimes we spell the number. We say one. Sometimes we just write the figure one. Okay, ONE one we write. Sometimes we just write the figure one. So where do you follow these rules? Where do you write one ONE1? Where do you write TWO2? Or where do you write only the figure? So that's what we'll be seeing now. Okay. So first rule. So the first rule, what they're saying is, if you have numbers, spell out the numbers under like 9. So 1, 2, 3 until 9. Then you spell it out. If it is above 9, then write the figure. So 13 is above 9. So you are writing the figure. So that's what the auditor found 13 discrepancies in the stock record. So if he had written, if it was below 9 or below 9, he would have written it in words, like you would have spelled it out. So the auditor found 9 discrepancies in the stock record. So auditor found 13. So you are not writing THIRTEN. You are writing the figure because it's more than 9. So anything 10, 11 and all that, you'll write it in figures. So similarly here also, she was the 7th. 7 is less than 9. 9 and less than 9. So 7 is less than 9. So you are writing it in words. If you are having something more than 9, you are writing it in figures. Okay. So that's what it says. Spell out the numbers 9 and under. Use figures for high and low. So this is the first rule for the number. Okay. The second rule for the number. Spell out the numbers that begin with a sentence. Suppose when you are beginning a sentence, if you have a number. Now if I write 73 in the beginning as figure, it does not look nice. So when you are starting a sentence and you want to start, there is no other way out, you want to start the sentence with a number, don't write figure in the beginning. In the beginning, write it as, spell it out. The 73 bonds and 6 debentures were destroyed. So similarly here also 89 strikers picketed the north entrance. So that 89 is again, don't write the figure, write the uh, words. So this is the second rule for the number. Okay, we'll just see the next rule. Third rule is keep in the same form all numbers in comparison. So now in a sentence, you are comparing some 2-3 numbers. So for example, they have given us here, we managed to salvage 3 printers, 1 scanner and 13 monitors. So instead of writing THREEONE, it looks, you can always give the figure. When you have many numbers in the same form, keep in the same form all the numbers for comparison. So you have 3, 1 and 13 in the same statement, write figures. You don't have to spell it out. So this is the rule number 3 for numbers. So rule number 4. So when you are using percentage, so like in the sales increase in the last year 9% for automotive parts, 14% on hardware. So when you're using this percentages, so use numbers. So this numbers, that is use figures is what they're saying. Use figures. Suppose you, okay, you have spelled out the percent. So this goes in business. And whatever is this sign, percentage sign, this sign will be used if you are writing any, if it is referring to any technical subject or any scientific subject, you are using this symbol. Okay. So this is the rule number 4 for using numbers. So next is rule number 5. Okay, so next rule is, so what they're saying is, so when you are giving a date like this, when you are giving a date like this, if the month comes before the day, so here the month is coming before the day. So in that case, what you'll do, so June 29, 2005. So this is the way you write. So you are writing June 29, comma 2005. So June will be spelled out, and then this date will be in figure. So use figure for the days of the month when the month precedes the day. Okay, so this is one part of it. So the next part, when the days of the month appear. So only when you have the day or when you precede the month. So how do you do that? So here it's only the day. Here it is only the day. So the I will be there on 13. You are not talking about the month here. And the union schedules the strike vote for the 8. I could have used figure 8, or I could have used uh, I can use spell it out. Here also I can spell it out. Here also I can spell it out. And here also, when see here, Miss Millikan signed the contract on the 7th. I could have used 7 also, 7th of July. So it says there may be either spelled or in numerical. So both can happen when the days are alone. When the days are alone, or when it is uh, okay, when it is before the month. So here the month is there, and when it is before the month, you can either spell it or you can give the number. So this is a slightly complicated rule, but I think there is nothing much. So what you need to remember is, um, so when the month comes in the beginning, make sure there is a figure for the day. Okay, and when the month comes after, you can either have the figure or the spell it out. Okay, so that's the rule, the fifth rule. So if the month doesn't come here, these two places month doesn't come, you can, it's your wish. They may be spelled or they may be in the numeral. So this is the rule number 5. Next is rule number 6. Again, for the dates, you can use day, comma month, comma year. So here, I mean, this is the sequence: day, month, and year. So next, what is the sequence? Month, day, and year. So when you are using it like this, day, month, year, you are not using any comma. But when you are using it month, day, year, you are supposed to use the comma. So again, this is a simple thing. Rule number 6. So next is rule number 7. Yeah, Abhishek. Yes, Abhishek. What is the doubt? Yeah, if you have any doubt, you can stop. Yes, Joshua. How about using date? Can we say today is 7th? Today is not 7th, Joshua. Today is okay. Okay. Okay, fine, Joshua. Okay, so we'll go to the next rule. 7th rule. So this is about when you are having currency. You can use the amount, like you can spell the whole thing, $27. So this is one way of telling units with numbers are spelled. So when you're using 27, if you use dollars, you're spelling out the dollars and you're using this figure, that doesn't look nice. So the whole thing should be spelled out. Okay, so that is the one of the rules. That's one important rule. Don't put dollar symbol and put 27 in words, and or don't put 27 in figure and put dollars in words. So when you are writing, completely write everything in spell completely spell everything out. Put it in words. Suppose you are not using words, you are using symbol. I mean symbol and figures like this. So you can use it like this. So dollar 27.33. So this is the US. Suppose you want to mention specially Canadian dollars, Mexican dollars. So you are supposed to use it like this. Canadian dollar, Mexican dollar. So you can use it like this. So in this case, so using appropriate symbols and abbreviations when, and you have to use figures. No words here. No words here. So similarly for other countries, so there's pound, there's a yen, this is another Thailand currency. Okay, so this is rule number 7. Okay, then we coming to the rule number 8. What is the rule number 8? So, so if you are not definite about the numbers, so there were thousands of people in that concert. There are hundreds of students. So when you use such kinds of words where you're not sure, where you're not sure about the exact number. So in that case, you are not supposed to use a figure. Don't ever use the figure. Use only, spell it out. Only the words. Only the words. 400,000. The current population is about 400,000. Okay, this is not about. It's just saying about. We are also saying over a million. And Bill Gates' net worth is in billions. Again, it's not. We are not sure about the exact numbers. So in these cases, when you're not sure about the numbers, then you are going to use the words. You are not giving any figure. Okay. So this is the rule number 8. Okay. Next, coming to the rule number 9. Uh, you can, if you are beginning a sentence with a fraction, if you are beginning a sentence with a fraction, you have to spell it out. Use the words. No figures here. Don't start with a number. Don't start a sentence with a number. Use the figures. Two-thirds of the jobs in the United States are jobs in the information industry. So two-thirds, beginning with two-thirds. So no numbers here. Next, what we have is the median price of a home rose by. So here you can use a figure, 6.5% this year. So spell out fraction. So that stand alone or begin with a sentence. If the fraction is coming in between, you can use it. You can put the figure. Okay, I think we have. This is our last rule for numbers. It says so except in the legal documents. Except in the legal documents. So you do not express amounts in both figures and words. Okay, this is some spelling mistake. In both figures and words. So when you in your legal papers, in the legal documents, so maybe in a rental agreement or any site agreement or any legal papers for that matter. So there, make sure you are writing the figure as well as the spelling or figure and the words. Because even in the bank papers, when you're withdrawing money or when you're depositing or all that, you're supposed to write both. For the business use, you decide whether you need to use figure or the word.